PUBG Blindspot is finally out on Steam in early access, and right from the start, the game gives you a solid roster of 15 different agents to mess around with. Each agent comes with their own weapons, gadgets, and playstyle, so you're not just picking a character for looks, you're picking how you want to approach every single match. At launch, 9 agents are available by default, and the remaining 6 can be unlocked later using in-game credits, so there's always something to work toward as you play more. Now, here's the fun part. Even though all of these agents feel usable and strong in their own way, let's be honest, not all of them hit the same. Some agents clearly stand out depending on the situation, the map, or your playstyle, while others take a bit more effort to shine. In this video, we're going to break down which agents are actually worth your time, which ones dominate the meta, and which picks might surprise you once you really learn how to use them. Let's get into it. I'm quickly moving on to the video, and I'm ranking agents in PUBG Blindspot. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
My friends, only 0.1% of viewers subscribe. If you like this type of content, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance for your support.
Two agents still need to be put under the spotlight, Patch and Zen. Both of these characters are locked by default, and I'll be taking a closer look at how each of them performs in real matches. Just keep in mind that agent rankings can change depending on your personal playstyle and how you like to approach fights, so there's no single correct choice. The most important thing is building a team with different roles that can adapt on the fly and stay flexible no matter how chaotic the situation gets. The agents in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Whistle, Wilson, Dropout, and Clarice. Right about here is where things get spicy, because B tier is that awkward middle child zone where agents are good, but only if you actually know what you're doing and your team is on the same wavelength. Let's start with Whistle. On paper, she looks scary, and honestly, that is mostly because her famous assault rifle is one of the stronger weapon choices in the current PUBG Blindspot meta. The problem is not her damage, it is her blue chip tracker. That gadget is extremely situational, and if your team is not communicating properly, it can feel completely wasted. In a coordinated squad, she can easily climb into A tier territory, but outside of that environment, she feels like a sports car stuck in traffic. If you are the kind of player who queues solo or plays with random teammates, Whistle can feel a bit underwhelming. You have the firepower, you have the potential, but you are constantly relying on teammates to actually react to the information you provide. When that happens, she shines. When it does not, you are basically just a very well-armed spectator. Next up is Wilson, and Wilson is the definition of commit or regret. His entire value revolves around shielding his team, and if you are not willing to play aggressively at the front line, you are wasting his kit. His ballistic shield is not a suggestion, it is his whole personality. You step forward, you soak pressure, and you save teammates who would otherwise be downed. That said, Wilson is incredibly situational. If your team does not group up or fails to play around your shield, you suddenly feel like a walking target with extra steps. In the right hands, he can completely shut down enemy pushes. In the wrong situation, he turns into a very brave but very lonely agent. Now let's talk about Dropout, who might be one of the hardest agents to truly master in PUBG Blindspot. Her Vector submachine gun deals solid damage up close, so mechanically she feels fine. The real issue is her gas launcher, which requires patience, timing, and teammates who actually understand what you are trying to do. Using her gadget is like setting up a perfect trap and then praying your allies read the room. Once the gas is deployed, you need your team to push at the exact right moment. Too early, and it is wasted. Too late, and the enemy just walks away. When it works, it feels genius. When it does not, it feels like you just threw utility into the void. Finally, we have Clarice, who is honestly a fantastic agent with one big condition attached. Her motion sensor is excellent for detecting enemy movement and controlling space, which makes her incredibly valuable in tactical scenarios. On top of that, her M249E3 light machine gun delivers absolutely brutal damage output, especially in sustained fights. However, Clarice lives and dies by team coordination. If your teammates do not capitalize on the information you provide, her impact drops fast. When the team listens, reacts, and positions properly, she feels unstoppable. When they do not, you are just holding a very loud weapon and watching chaos unfold. Classic B tier energy, powerful but picky. The agents in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Goldberg, Buddy, Collision, Haze, Blaze, and Carnival. This is the point in the video where things stop being pretty good and start leaning into, yeah, this agent can absolutely carry games if you let them. A tier is where PUBG Blindspot really rewards teamwork, confidence, and knowing your role instead of just running around and hoping for the best. Let's kick it off with Goldberg, who is not exactly a solo superstar but becomes terrifying in a coordinated squad. His red chip booster enhances the physical abilities of the entire team, which means everyone moves better, reacts faster, and generally plays like they just drank free energy drinks. When people actually stay together and push at the same time, Goldberg's value skyrockets. Weapon-wise, the G36C feels clean, reliable, and accurate enough to hold your own in most situations. You are not deleting enemies instantly, but you are always useful. Goldberg is basically the agent that quietly turns an average team into a much stronger one, and that is why he sits comfortably in A tier. Now for Buddy, the dream pick for players who prefer staying alive and staying smart. She is perfect if you like holding angles, playing from the back, and feeding your team information instead of face-checking everything. Her drill camera shares intel with the whole squad, which is huge when used properly. That said, Buddy does demand one thing from you: good aim. You do not have flashy panic buttons or wild damage spikes, so if you miss your shots, you will feel it. But if your aim is solid, Buddy becomes one of the safest and smartest agents you can bring into a match. Next up is Collision, who technically falls under the tactician label, but let's be honest, he plays like an assault with extra spice. His S1300 shotgun is absolutely brutal at close range, and if you like aggressive corner fights, this thing delivers pure chaos. What really makes Collision shine is his proxy mines. Setting them up at blind spots or common push routes is incredibly satisfying, especially when enemies forget to look down. He rewards map knowledge and aggressive thinking, and that combination makes him a constant threat in tight spaces. Then we have Haze, who, in the right hands, could easily be argued as S tier. His micro Uzi fires silenced magnum bullets, which means enemies cannot easily trace where the shots are coming from. That alone makes him a nightmare to deal with in chaotic fights. On top of that, Focus Stim temporarily boosts his overall performance, turning him into a hyper-efficient elimination machine for a short window. If you know when to engage and when to disappear, Haze feels unfair in the best possible way. Moving on to Blaze, the definition of a well-rounded agent. He deals consistent damage with the UMP45, and his Molotov adds area denial and pressure that is always useful. He does not rely on complicated mechanics or perfect timing. Blaze is easy to learn, easy to master, and always relevant. Whether you are new to PUBG Blindspot or just want a reliable pick that never feels weak, Blaze fits right in without demanding too much from the player. Finally, let's talk about Carnival, the no-nonsense breacher who just wants to get in and end the fight. He is available for free, which already makes him appealing, and he comes equipped with the AKM, one of the most powerful and satisfying weapons in the game. His explosive hammer is simple, brutal, and effective. A few solid hits can finish an enemy fast, and there is something deeply satisfying about breaking through defenses and ending fights up close. Carnival does not overthink things, and honestly, that is exactly why he works so well in A tier. The agents in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Apex, Fnatic, and Kayak. This is where the gloves come off, the brain turns fully on, and PUBG Blindspot starts rewarding players who understand both chaos and control. S-tier agents are not just strong, they actively bend the match in your favor if you give them even a little room to work. Let's start with Apex, who is hands down my favorite assault agent in the game. The fact that he is available for free already makes him incredible, but what really seals the deal is how beginner-friendly he is without ever feeling weak. His kit teaches you good habits while still letting you dominate fights. The Blue Zone grenade is the real star here. It forces enemies out of hiding and strips away their positional advantage, which means no more camping comfortably behind cover. Toss one of these in the right spot and suddenly, the enemy team has to panic, reposition, or get wiped. Simple, effective, and absolutely brutal. Next up is Fnatic, and honestly, she is the reason people should respect tacticians more. Support wins games, even if it does not always show up on the scoreboard. Her medkit lets you heal and sustain allies mid-fight, allowing your team to stay aggressive longer than they should be able to. On top of that, her P90 delivers excellent damage, so you are never just a heal bot hiding in the back. Fnatic keeps the squad alive, keeps pressure high, and quietly turns losing fights into winning ones. That kind of impact is pure S-tier energy. Finally, we have Kayak, the big brain agent of PUBG Blindspot. His remote charge gadget lets you plant and detonate explosives on your terms, ripping through enemies, breaking defenses, and completely ruining carefully set positions. Used creatively, it is one of the strongest tools in the game. What really makes Kayak terrifying is the ambush potential. Plant your charges smartly, wait for the perfect moment, and suddenly the enemy team disappears before they even understand what happened. He rewards planning, patience, and map awareness, and when those come together, Kayak absolutely deserves his place in S tier. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.